Alrighty, are we live? Let's turn up the music. Alright, are we live? Perfect! What's going on, y'all? It's B Twilight Star back drawing the other side manga, and today we are working on this beautiful Watcher masterpiece. The Watcher is the Stalker character in our manga that my husband and I are working on. It's insane. He wrote the whole series, and now I'm drawing it into this wonderful manga. So today what we're working on is finishing up coloring and rendering this masterpiece, and then putting it on our Patreon, so you guys can check us out there. I'm really glad that the stream ended up working out. Lots of technical difficulties, but we are showing up and showing off. Okay, let me see here. I've kind of have the gradient maps in different layers to add more depth to this painting. And what I was trying to work on last time is adding this extra yellow to these tree branches because I really liked the way that it stuck out like that. It just really makes the trees pop. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that to these beautiful trees and erase it from things that aren't the trees. Like so. Or maybe I'll keep those. They actually add a bit of warmth there. There we go. Alright, and then I just wanted to go in here and add a little bit more of that yellow actually under this archway. Oh yeah. That yellow is so electrifying. It looks so good. I suppose the actually easier way I can do this is just with the lasso tool. So let me try doing that and see what result that gives me. Oh yeah, that's way faster. So I'm gonna use the lasso tool instead. And I also don't want to use too much of the yellow that it actually makes the painting less special. So only subtly. Let me add a little bit more under here. There we go. Nice and warm in contrast to the blue main color and the purple. We can add, I wonder what this will look like. Oops. Okay, that actually looks really good. So I'm going to add that to this whole length here. Oh yeah, that looks really cool. Blue and yellow always go together well, and so do purple and yellow and blue. So I'm just gonna keep selecting more. And to save my thumb, because if you look at the digital tablet cam right now, my thumb is actually constantly bent which is actually kind of painful after hours of doing it, and I've been drawing all day. So to save my thumb, I'm actually gonna try and move my hand downwards. Very important to take care of your posture and be mindful of where, no hunchbacks, that sort of thing. I do have drawing gloves that I often use, but they don't really help my thumb, at least in this context. Um, yeah, I've got the typical drawing tablet glove that you can see here. It's pretty convenient because I get sweaty hands a lot, but it doesn't fix my thumb posture just because of the way the hotkeys on my drawing tablet are positioned. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I can definitely, if I'm mindful, I can definitely fix my thumb position by not zooming in and out as much, because that's the only reason I would need the upper buttons as much as I do. So it's really just being intentional. Alright, before I go any further, let me see what that looks like. Oh yeah, that looks amazing. I'm so glad that turned out well. Let's see. Oh yeah, that looks really sick. Yeah, that extra yellow adds a lot of character. So, I'm gonna add just tiny slivers of it down here. I want to be really careful not to over add, because then it makes the yellow not look special anymore. Yeah, babe, the yellow is really what's gonna make these colors pop. You know, you gotta have contrast. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That tiny little bit. And I'd argue even a little bit more. Yeah. Something like, oops. Something like that. Analyzing. Analyzing. Alright, let me add some of the yellow to this one too, since I added it to the other branches that are over this light source. Oh yeah, no, that looks great. Oh yeah. Yeah, I am definitely vibing with that. Just adding the yellow where I think it would look good. See, that one didn't look so good. So just gotta test it out, see how you feel about it. Oh my gosh, yeah, that tiny little bit of yellow there really makes it really pop out. What if I could add some right here? Oh yeah. It really is in the small details. That's literally what makes someone actually visually hooked onto it. Something looks a little off with this one, and I can't really put my finger on it. Maybe I just need to draw this part again. No, it doesn't seem right. That seems more like it. And then this tree down here needs a little love. Yeah, that definitely looks better. Oh, I just realized that this tree on the right is yellow and this one's blue on the left, so that needs to be fixed. Which means this branch also needs a bit more light. And same here. Yeah, that definitely looks better. Okay, but that's a little too much. So I think I'll just add a yellow stripe. Okay, that's perfect. I still feel like there needs to be more yellow down here for balance reasons. Like that. Alright, and then maybe one last sliver of yellow here. No, that looks wrong. We will be publishing. Thank you so much for your comment. We will be publishing the other side manga on our own website. That's as far as I know. What were your plans, babe?
So it's going to be on the website. Like what we're going to do is put it out chapter at a time. We're also going to, but when it's all complete, as in like a whole volume, we're going to print it.
Yeah, so we're gonna put them chapter by chapter on our website, and then when the whole volume is completed, then we will combine them all and print them and publish it ourselves.
And it's going to be available on our website for free.
Yeah, and it's gonna be available on our website for free.
At least the first volume.
At least the first volume. Thanks for your comment, the Swagger13. No, that doesn't look right to me. What is the website? My husband is currently developing the website as we speak. It's in development right now. There's a lot of different custom stuff that he's adding to it, and then lots of different Easter eggs and stuff we want to add to it because we really want to make it a unique experience and something that hasn't really been done much before. So it's in development, and if you're interested, you can follow us along for our journey of making the manga. And when it's out, we'll definitely be making a lot of content about that and a lot of different exciting announcements. But um, for now, we are just sticking with updates on what's going on behind the scenes and a lot of what I'm working on specifically for drawing the manga, because um, there's a lot of things that we're putting into consideration with all the characters and pacing and how many pages there are. But the full script of the story is fully written. My husband wrote it years ago, and he wrote this gigantic series with like 300,000 words. I've read the whole thing. It's insanely good. The story, the plot twist, everything is really well thought out, and it's not really something you can see nowadays. So that's why I'm so excited to make this manga, and I really want to get the story out there. Because I definitely think it's a very unique message. But yeah, right now we're just working on behind the scenes art because the manga is still being drawn by me. So a lot of it is just the detailed artwork right now. I think that looks really good.
If he wants to, he can become a free member on Patreon to keep up with insights.
Oh yeah, and my husband just said if you want to, you can become a free patron on our Patreon, and that'll really be the place to keep up with a lot of the insider behind the scenes stuff. We post a lot on there almost every day, and that's where we put a lot of our, progress works, full pictures of our artworks, and also website updates for when that will be coming out. But when it does come out, though, I can say this for sure. The website itself is called theothersidemanga.com. And if you look it up now, you'll just see you can't access it. It's not published yet because we're working on it. But that is the URL of the website. That's what it'll be called. I'm really happy with it. Let me do something about this little guy here. I feel like I kind of forgot about him. Oh wow, that actually makes him more obvious. But that doesn't look wrong. I'll leave it like that for now, and I'll try to figure out what I want to do later. And then there's also this little guy here. Yeah, it says private website. So yep, we are working on it until we're basically working on it until I finish drawing chapter 1, which chapter 1 is 40 pages long, so it'll take quite a bit, but I'll be updating everyone daily on that progress. What I'm working on now is actually promotional art for the Watcher, which is our original character. Um, Let me see how that looks. Oh, bet. My husband just said he's gonna post a Patreon in the chat. That actually looks really good. However, it does mean that the Watcher isn't as hidden as he used to be. Huh. Although I suppose the purpose of this image is to show off that they hide in the background, so let me see what that looks like. Yo, babe, look. Do, do you prefer them like this or like earlier? Okay, like this, yeah. So to show off that they are in the background all the time. And I wonder... Huh. Oh yeah, so the Watchers always watch everything in the background. They are always there, and I've tried to include as many little snapshots of them in the background as possible. So that while you're reading the actual manga, you might actually be able to catch a watcher or two in the background of some unexpected panels. And the best part about that is the characters in the story don't know that they're there, but you as the reader might. And the goal is to hide at least one watcher per page, if not per panel. And that's been the really tough part because most of that I don't really want to show on camera because I want that to be a kind of like a scavenger hunt while you're reading. Maybe not for the first time reading through the story, just because it keeps you on the edge of your chair, but for rereading the series, definitely look out for those watchers because they will be there in unexpected places. They're so creepy. And I wonder, and I'll just say a thought-provoking question, I wonder how they get around to these places and how they're able to stay hidden from the characters. But you'll have to read the series to find out more. Alright. I think I'm pretty much done with the yellow. Let me just add a few more final touches to the yellow. Yeah, that definitely looks really good. I like how it almost looks pink on top of the purple. That looks really cool to me. I always try to produce work that I'm proud of. That's the most important part, is quality. You know, you never want to rush something that you care about working on. So there's been a lot of attention to detail put into every little piece of the story. Because the more effort you put into something, the more anyone can notice, really. And that's what makes something worth sharing. I don't like the way that looks. There we go. Oh yeah, that's perfect. I don't like the way that looks. There we go. And I wonder if I could do this and make it look a little more unique on the sides, as well as this branch in the background. Yep, definitely a lighting improvement. Okay, and then there's also this tree in the background. I wasn't gonna make it yellow at first, but I think I see a need for it now. Definitely, that improves the lighting by a lot. So I'm gonna do that down here too. Same thing here. And then I will add a little bit more of the tree into the yellow. I just really like the way that yellow ties everything together. I think that might have actually been too much yellow, so I'm just gonna remove that and not add it. I like the way this looks, definitely. I want to add more teal to the Watcher's body, but I think the background is pretty much done. The only thing I could think of adding is teal to the trees, but to be honest, I think that might be overkill. I think the background is done, so now all we have to focus on is the Watcher himself. So let's see here. New gradient map. Let me focus on the shoulder armor first, just to see what options we have. Like that, and then the other shoulder armor. Yeah, they're the little marching ants across the page. Alright, new correction layer. Gradient map. And then... oh, that looks interesting. I want it to be more of a teal color though, not a green, so I'm actually gonna change this color to a cyan tint. Or a light blue. Or maybe it should be yellow? No, I think I should stick with the cyan color. Okay, and then this color. Alright. I think here might be a good place. And then this one. like that. I gotta make this one more cyan. There we go. That looks good. Yeah, I like that. Alright, so now I want to see what blending modes I have. Ooh, I like the way that looks. Let me see something. Whoa, okay, I like that. But I think the same thing with this one. And this one. Alright, that looks good to me. I'm actually gonna duplicate this layer and make a different blending mode on it. Yeah, that's more like what I was wanting. Something darker. No. Something like that, but now he kind of looks out of place. He looks too bright now. So I think I liked the way this looked. Yeah, I liked the way this looked. Maybe I'll lower the opacity a bit. Oh, and then I'll also add it to this middle part here too. Yeah, that part should be a little more teal. Same thing here with the sun's rays. Or these little spikes. Oops. Yeah, like that. Just a hint of a more teal color. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing for the boot here. I wonder what that would look like. Yeah, I like the way that looks. But I think it should be a mixture. Maybe I actually want it to stop right here. Yeah, just because I don't want it to overpower the purple so much. And then I'll just go ahead and blend this out quite a bit. We are almost done, y'all. We're almost done with this piece. I can literally feel the finish line almost here. I'm so excited. Alright, let me fix this little part here. There we go. And I think I'm gonna try and add that cyan a little bit to these watchers back here. Just because I feel like they could use it, if possible. Let me see something. Huh. Alright. I think that's a good stopping point for now. But this is what we ended up with. This piece is definitely getting close to finished. Thank you so much for tuning in and for watching. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.